Hey Spine Gang, Connor here. Welcome back. Today we're doing a speed build of this low poly tree on this floating island. I'll show you 1 hour of work in 3 minutes and do my best to keep up and explain what's happening as fast as I can. If you're new here, please subscribe for a ton of Spline tutorials, guides, and techniques. I'm always experimenting with new ways to use this awesome program and other visual art tools around the web. If you're already in the Spline Gang, as always, you can support this free resource with likes and comments and by referring those looking to learn 3D to my channel. Really means so much to me, so thank you. If you have any questions about Spline at all, I make tutorials for any subscriber that requests one, so just ask. Okay, that's it. Let's get started. Alright, just starting off with a basic cube, using the loop cut tool to cut all these shapes and make kind of a more organic plane right here. And then what I'm doing now is duplicating that same space to make the dirt and the grass, adding some noise overlay to give the dirt a more natural feel, adding some green grass, going through the material library in Spline to play around with the grass in there. Just use green at the end. Now I'm modeling a basic cube again with a lot of loop cuts to make the trunk of this tree, expanding the faces, selecting individual faces, cutting the loops out to make individual trunks and pulling them out in different directions, resizing and rescaling them and twisting them around and all that stuff to give kind of a more organic look and feel. Once you get kind of deeper into the tree, you can just select individual planes and pull them out one by one in different directions, making them smaller as you go along. Added a normal map and made a dodecahedron to add kind of a leaf clump into the tree field here. And I'm duplicating all those kind of polygon shapes and spinning them around for a little variety to make the kind of lumps of the trees. And now what I'm doing is making them invisible with the glass material, adding a bit of an outline and expanding the tree trunk branches into the spaces where I placed the different clumps of the leaves. So what you can do is actually make the leaf areas first and then add the branches into the parts of the tree where you want it to go. So you can actually build the tree backwards, kind of. I'm just using a normal map with a green overlay on here, trying some different like wood grain effects, using the rainbow map underneath some brown. Again, expanding the faces in the grass, trying to, save that low poly effect for this whole thing. Experimenting with some smooth shapes, but ended up going back to the flat shapes. You can actually click flat and invisibility to add to that low poly effect if you want, so that's a good little tip. Here I was trying to mess around with making rope. There's something here for sure, but I wasn't quite able to figure this out. I was trying to do like 3 strands of rope wrapping around each other with the helix tool, so this is something I'll try and figure out in the future, but I got frustrated with it, so stopped experimenting. But this is what's so great about this tool is the more you play around with it, the more you experiment, the better you'll be and the quicker you'll get at doing all these things. So I'm always trying to learn new things and teach myself different ways to simulate different objects and make things look realistic and stylized, cartoonish, whatever effect it is that you're going for. So added a little plank kind of swing to this tree for an idyllic effect. Nice for little American vibes for this 4th of July. Happy 4th, everybody. Just cutting some little bits out of the plank with the loop cut tool and modeling. Adding a little island here. And that's pretty much it. Playing around with the sky. And there you got it. A low poly tree. Adding some sun. Little spotlight effect with some yellow light on the tree to give it kind of a little sunset, late afternoon vibe kind of here. And that's it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Like and subscribe if you like this, and if you're a Spline user, please come back and check out the rest of the Spline videos. Thanks for being here, guys. See ya at the next one.